Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me already, my name is Esraa and this channel is dedicated to beauty, skincare and other shenanigans. Now it's been a hot minute, but don't worry, bear with me, I'm not gonna give you a reason. This is another episode of TikTok beauty hacks, and this time we're gonna be testing out mini puffs. So just like we have the powder puffs, this is not necessarily specific for powders. You can use it for anything. I've seen people use it for anything, honestly. So mini puffs, I've got a little box of them. Let me show you. I've been testing them out just so I don't waste your time, honey, okay? I think I have more, but yeah, it looks like put in your finger like this and tap 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 tap. Cute. Is it even recording, bro? Oh, it is recording. I see the red, it's recording. So again, since this is TikTok beauty hacks, we're gonna be following one of the girls on TikTok. Her name is Marge and her ad is Marge Market. I'm gonna put this here and I'm gonna put, you know, her page and, you know, her details here for TikTok, honey. Yes, so we're gonna be following one of her tips. She's trying this finger puff technique, so we're gonna try it. And what is important about this, sweetie, is that tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, but in the next coming days it will be Eid. So it's become a tradition for me, honey, to practice my Eid makeup. And I'm always striving to get best base, but honestly this is interesting because it was an impulse buy and I found the video after the fact, not because anyone has been doing it. So I thought it would be useful if any of y'all chickens would also like to know what we're using these finger puffs for. So let's do that, shall we? When we're checking, because I got PTSD because the amount of times I've lost footage when I'm recording my back camera, but I wanted to give you the realness, girl. So you got the back camera. She's gonna apply this for her base, for her foundation, skin tone, whatever you want to call it, honey. Yes, and I've noticed that she does not have high pigmentation, so I'm not sure how much coverage this powder puff is gonna give. Yeah, but like her skin is glowing, so let's start with some skincare, guys, because I don't believe for a second that homegirl did not put on anything. She just started off with morning skincare. So again, I'm gonna use a CosRX Advanced Nail 96 Mucin Power Essence. I'm also gonna keep an eye on the time because I talk a lot. And after the fact, I'm gonna put on my hyaluronic acid moist cream from Isntree. My skin is really dry, and I honestly don't care what brand or like if it's a VAR product or anything that I'm using. So I bought like an eczema cream. Honestly, girl, if it does what it needs to do, I don't really care. If anything, one thing I like about my channel is that I don't go after the viral products every single time like everyone else. I know there are people, budget queens out there too, and hello budget queens, but that's what I try to aim for, because in this cost of living crisis, honey, ain't nobody got time to every single time get the viral products, the Estee Lauders, the Fenty Beauties, you know what I mean? So yeah, but if you see me having those products, don't come for me. I'm just saying, I'm a budget queen at heart. Also, she did not put on primer, and I will not be a silly goose. I'm gonna be using primer, okay? Don't even come for me. No. So for primer, because I need to recreate this, I'm not gonna be using this one because this one is at its last length, guys, last length. So I'm gonna be using the NYX Plump Right Back Plumping Serum and Primer. It's always been nice on my skin when I've been using it. So people do say, oh, wait a couple of minutes until it dries. I'll try waiting. Let me get a book. I do have a fan, so I don't know why I'm doing all this manual labor. She looks like she's already also done her brows. So I'm gonna start off with doing my brows. Also, if you've not noticed, I've got a huge pimple on my face, and I didn't even cover it up because I wanted to make sure I get a good coverage, and it shows justice. I don't know, it shows it justice under the eyes as well. So listen, we'll deal with it in the after effect. You can thank me in the comments down below. This is just a quick little eye makeup tutorial, guys. I mean, it's not even, this is not the highlight of the video. Matter of fact, you know what, since this video is about the power puff, I'm gonna try to run this out with this size to get in there with the eyes, and it takes away the excess product. Doesn't make my eyes look crazy, but it definitely takes away the product as well. It's like just about, it's okay. Let me show you how it looks if I'm using like a brush. And personally, I like it with the brush. Maybe it looks the same to you, but it feels like it took away more coverage here. I mean, it is going to be covered with eye primer, but you know, it's up to you what you decide. I think it took too much away from here. So yeah. This is gonna peek through. Shouldn't do color correcting, but I feel like I should. But then am I deviating? Am I deviating from what she said? Girl, I'm a black girl. I need to do this stuff. Listen, not all black girls have to do this, but me, I do. So, I'm just gonna do the same step that she did with the foundation. So basically, she put the foundation here, and again, I'm using Huda Beauty Faux Filter Corrector, and I'm putting it here. And she gets one of these bad boys. She blends it out in here and then goes in here. And I give it a Rasta Club mirror. She does not spray on it either, so I don't know if that will make it harder to blend out personally. And it feels like it's using extra product because it's soaking it up. Like if I was using a brush, I would already be done and done if I use that many products. So you know what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do is, how about we do left side we use setting spray, and this side we do no spray like she does. So if I'm not using spray here, then this is how it will be, and I'm using a lot of products, not gonna lie. I know it looks crazy. I'm gonna put it on my hand and I'm gonna spray my hand. We share hydrating dual setting mist, so this is good for like in between steps. So I'm just gonna spray my hand, go in with this. Personally, this is what I've been looking for. So this is the setting spray side again. Don't know if I picked up too much product, but it looks a bit red. Good, and now we can go with the foundation that she mentioned, period. So I'm going to be using the Yves Saint Laurent new Bare Look Tint. Yeah, so what she did, she put it on her hand, and I'm going to wipe my hand just so it comes off. You know what I don't like though? That she takes it up to her eyes. She takes it really close. I mean, she doesn't take it up to the folds of her eyes, but she does it really far up. So again, this side we're not going to be using setting spray. I can see that it's applying a very thin layer. I feel so wasteful with this because this was a lot of money. But at least I think I got it. I got it maybe last summer. Okay. Next, we'll take the other one. Again, I'm gonna put quite a lot there, but this time I'm gonna spray this. I usually spray because honestly, it just makes it easier to blend out. Because if you don't know, if you can't blend it out, you're gonna have to keep applying more. Otherwise, you know, because the product has already settled by then. So I mean, that's what I'm talking about, guys. Like, if you do it with a setting spray, it just travels easier. Not like I literally have to use less product. And so far, no patchiness, no negative sides to using a setting spray. And this is just in general as a tip, not saying like, oh, she did it wrong. Clearly, it works for her skin. I mean, her skin looks great. I'm just saying for my skin, dry and all, and different products and all, will need a little bit of thing. You see, it blended in with the color correction much better than this one. That's what I'm saying. So yeah. Next, what do we do next, babe? And I use so much on my hand. So now it's time to contour, yeah. So I've had this for years. I'm surprised my face hasn't rotten off yet. L'Oreal Paris Infaillible Modern Concealer in the shade, I think Expresso 344. So again, we're gonna go with the right side. Not using setting spray like here. This one I really, I would see what I mean. I know it's not the right shade, but like having the setting spray, it really helps things. Cause look, now I look kind of bruised, borderline bruised. I'm gonna have to keep blending it, and it's getting really tiring to blend. Watch when I bring in the setting spray. You'll be like, yeah girl, she right. I mean, I would not go out like this. See, because it's already freaking blended. This is not for anyone, I feel like, who wants unless if you're not going to use setting spray, this is not for anyone who wants to do it quickly. You have to have something that doesn't set easily. I know I'm cheating, but it's still very difficult, and my arm hurts. Okay, and then she said that she's just gonna draw a line, like she dragged it and she just puts it there. So then I'm gonna put a bit more, and I'm gonna, this time, of course, you know me, setting spray, we're gonna use that. I'm gonna take advantage for the makeup what has given us, girl. So tap 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 tap. Like, it's already much better, and also of course it blends easy. So I'm just gonna, I know you guys are gonna be like, Esraa, you can't judge this because you have a shade that's nowhere near what you should be using because it makes you look red. I know, I'm very well aware, thank you. And to be honest, for contour I usually use a brush. I wouldn't be using a sponge and setting spray, but this is just for like demonstration purposes, because I feel like the setting spray does make the difference and can help you decide whether you want to use a setting spray or not. I'm okay with this. I'm a brush girl. I'm a brush girl. So then I'm gonna do the same technique that she did here, but not too much, and just press it in here. Okay, cute. Next, so I'm just gonna use my, this is apparently a new Fenty Beauty concealer. It's called Fenty Beauty Wear Even Hydrating Longwear Concealer, and it's in the shade 445N, meaning neutral. So she does a couple here. I know it's very similar to my shade, but we can highlight later. It's still lighter than what I have in my foundation.
Taking another clean puff, and
that's the only place where she puts it so far. I'm gonna wait and blend this out, and she said she's taking a very nice clean puff. Here we go. I don't know if she waits for it to dry down. She has not talked about waiting for it to dry down, so I'm just gonna go in straight away, and she said pinch it like this and go in. Okay, I'm gonna I don't know if it's the product, but the under eye worked out very nicely. Like, that's really pretty, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, but of course on the other side I'll be using concealer, so I'm just gonna, don't mind me. I really want this to be just. Pinch it again, and I hope this time my camera is giving it justice, and I tend to bring it up here as well. You know what? They look the same, so in that sense, like, that's good. Maybe this one is brighter actually. Nobody knows. I feel like if you're gonna do setting spray for this, you have to let it settle down, period. And then she does some as well here.
is insane. For liquid blush,
and then it looks like she puts the excess or whatever is left on her stuff on other areas she's interested in. So I'm gonna use Rare Beauty shade Joy. I'm gonna do blush for my face shape, so just like here, here, here. Then she works it in straight away. I expected, to be honest, this is a very pigmented blush, and I expected it to do more. Maybe I'm gonna put a bit more on. I mean, I thought that it would show through more than what it did initially. She also did it on her hands, so I'm also gonna do that. One cheek she did that, and one of them she put on her hand. Now for the other one, of course, I'm gonna spray it. Yeah. Okay, it basically made everything go away. Let's see. So I'm just gonna put this here. Okay, good. It is most definitely hydrating. Like, that is out of the question. I mean, I will say this. Okay, I guess it makes things more pigmented in terms of blush. Looks it. But then I feel like I applied much more than what I did here. So, is it really a fair comparison? I don't know. I guess this side is more... They look the same to me, honestly. Depends what you like, if you need it or not, or if your product dries down quicker. The blush, I think, is really up in there and really up to you. Okay, now with the powder, she did say she prefers the powder puff, the proper powder puff for it. But I'm gonna show you why that is, honey, why that is. Whether you check it on her video or whether you check it here, I'll show you why that is. And she looks like she's using loose powder, so I'm gonna go in with my Huda Beauty Kunafa powder on top of the excess. And then go in here. I'm not mad at this, not gonna lie. See the powder puff, how that works. While they both look good, I feel like this one hit much more spots here, whereas that one, the material of it doesn't really always match with the powder, doesn't have the ability to completely blend out the powder. That's what I'm thinking. And this is where she wrapped up the video, so let me just put a little bit of lip gloss on and then let's wrap it up what I'm thinking about this, shall we? Do I regret buying it? No. Do I like recommend it? This is the following that I recommend this for, okay? I recommend this for concealer, I recommend this for blush, but again, the brush counterparts of those elements are just as good. Is this an essential product? No. You can stick with your beauty blender, you can stick with your powder puff, you can stick with your brushes. It's not essential. If you just want some cute little puffs, do your concealer, do your blush, and you just want to find something to use it for, then you can use it for concealer, brush, you can use it for powder, but for contour and foundation, I would say foundation, if you want to use it for that, use a setting spray. For contour, I don't know, I would not recommend because it's just harder to blend out, harder to control when you want to really keep it in a tight space. So that's what I would say. I would say it's Esraa approved. I'm happy I have them because I have more products, more applicators to use, and I can delay washing my products, my brushes and applicators later. Lazy girl, lazy girl. Just buy more products, more applicators. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not gonna close it off here. I'm gonna keep it on until my next prayer because that's all I can do until then. We're gonna see if there's gonna be any crease lines, how does the makeup wear, and I'll come back. See you later. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey guys, so it's been like maybe 1 hour and 30 minutes since I finished this makeup look, so I just want to see how it wears. So I've got my mirror here, let's see what I see. So my number one thing that I'm gonna be looking for is the crease lines. How does it crease, how does it wear? It's only been 1 hour, but if you wanted to wear this for work, how would it look? So I can already tell you from the previous TikTok beauty hacks video, there was a flawless base, and honestly I barely had any smile line creases, so that was like the best ever one that I ever got. And obviously I'm aging, I can't compare it to my younger pictures, so I do see some creases, but honestly it's bearable because there isn't that many layers on my face. And also I've only used like, I've used like one powder around there. That was okay. That was a color corrector, that was the foundation, and we powdered it, but there was no concealer, no pressed powder, and I used like 2 powders there, concealer, you know, to brighten it up. Honestly, I just realized maybe I don't need to always put concealer in that area. Like foundation is fine if you're using like color corrector. Speaking of which, you know how earlier I talked about what you can use this for? I think color corrector I would not use it for, because if it's anything that you need good coverage for, I would not use a sponge for it. I would use a brush. Another thing I would do, if I could change this, is that I would leave the concealer on, you know, to settle a bit, and then blend it out. Because I feel like when I look up and I was making TikToks, hee hee ha ha, testing the crease lines, I've seen that it's like the dark stuff is like peeking through. So I should have let it settle down more, you know, settle in, and after we blend it out. So that's one thing. But I would say, you know what, if it was like for a daily base, this is not as heavy as what I usually try to do, so that could easily go. But I feel like I would have to see it for longer than 1 hour 30 minutes, you know. How does it wear? And like fine lines like this is fine, but sometimes my smile line crease are so deep that I have to try to blend it. Let me try to see. Yeah, I think that mainly fixed it. But yeah, there's not much layers on it, and honestly I like how it looks. I don't regret buying the finger puffs. And if you want something like, I don't know, something like light coverage, it's not really like you have hyperpigmentation, a lot of things to hide, a lot of blemishes, then I think this would work for you for like concealer and, you know, blush. If you want like a light layer, I would recommend it for that for sure. Always remember, it's also product dependent, so it depends on what you use and how you use it and how much you let it settle. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.